What's going on, everyone? So when it comes to Parfums de Marly, you know, I'm very used to the company. I've been wearing Parfums de Marly since 2012, and many people tell me that they are too heavy, resinous, dark scents as creators for freshies. In other words, you know, your Harrods, your Wajans, your Habdans, the stuff we tend to like, mostly resinous, dark, deep scents that they come out with are just great. But can they really do freshies? We're gonna take a look at the newest one today, Sedley from Parfums de Marly. Is this one going to be a dud or a stud? Let's find out. You guys ready? Let's do it. What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another video. This time around, we're going to take a look at the brand new release from Parfums de Marly, Parisian French house Parfums de Marly, their attempt to a citrus aromatic summer scent, none other than Sedley, which is getting quite a bit of hype right now in the fragrance community. And one thing I'm going to start off by saying is Sedley is a nice, very pleasant, and very inviting scent. We'll just leave it at that for now. Now, Sedley is available in retail right now. I don't think you can find this particular fragrance at discounters right this second. It is just released. In fact, I don't think you can readily find this fragrance available everywhere where Parfums de Marly fragrances are sold, because this is an exclusive to Nordstrom. You're looking at two sizes for Sedley. The 75 ml will run you $200, or the 125 ml, the 4.2 ounce bottle like this one, will run you $285 big ones. Sedley is a citrus aromatic, and the nose behind this fragrance is renowned master perfumer Olivier Cresp. So what do we get from Sedley, guys? The reason why you guys clicked on this thumbnail. So, by the way, the sprayer has been changed. It has been upgraded. Now you can actually control the mist. So as soon as you spray Sedley, you're going to a test right from the beginning. It's going to be a very bright, a very inviting, a very universally appealing type scent. You're going to get a melange of citruses up top, grapefruit, lemons, limes, bergamots. The whole kit and caboodle is going to be present. When it comes to citrus, it's definitely present up top, because what they had in mind when they put this fragrance together was the sunny Mediterranean life, and they definitely captured that for sure as you get the introduction of this fragrance. However, I must say, even though the bottle is transparent blue, which I do love the bottle, the fragrance has a green herbal tinge to it. There's going to be quote unquote a culinary herbal kind of nuance to the fragrance given by rosemary and other herbal components, elements that I do get it with this fragrance. So it's going to be fruity, herbal, and as you get to the dry down, some woods are going to play a key role with this fragrance. It is a very happy, feel good, you know, refreshing type scent. Spearmint is actually listed in the notes. However, I have to make sure I tell you guys right from the get-go, it is not a very minty scent. So if you do like mint-based scents or mint-heavy fragrances, this is definitely not going to be one. The mint is present, but it's ever so in the background and subtle, kind of muted, if you will. When it comes to the woods dry down, as you get to the dry down after the first hour mark and on, the fragrance is going to be very ambroxan based. So if you're familiar with ambroxan based scents, it's going to have that feel, that familiarity with a lot of the ambroxan heavy fragrances. Not a dupe, not a clone of anything that's out there, but it's definitely going to be in the same family for sure. Great for spring and summer. You can definitely wear this all year round as a signature scent if you want to rock this for the office, day-to-day wear, just like I'm wearing. A fragrance that you don't have to think too much and you know you're going to smell great. This is it right here. And when it comes to the spectrum of Parfums de Marly fresh fragrances, I do think that they do a great job with the heavy, dark, resinous scents. For sure, I said that in the beginning. Harrod, Parfums de Marly, Wajan, Habdan, you know, all the heavy, the Arabian collection with the black bottles with the gold caps, I think are fantastic. And when it comes to the three fragrances, the three freshes from Parfums de Marly, I think Percival is definitely the most versatile and my favorite one for sure. This sits right in the middle between Percival and Galloway, Galloway being the fresher, the lighter, the most ethereal one. So what does Sedley remind me of, you may ask? So I always like to give you guys a parameter of what this fragrance smells me, or a fragrance reminds me of, so you guys can kind of know where it goes. So this fragrance here starts off like a lighter, like an aquatic version of Alien Men from Mugler, and the dry down on my skin, it's very similar to Paco Rabanne's Invictus Aqua 2016. So if you like those two fragrances, mash them together, add some herbal components, that's what I get with Sedley. When it comes to my opinion, within all the Parfums de Marly fragrances I own, which is quite a lot, I think I have 14 different ones, this is going to be in the background for sure. It's not going to be one that I'm going to reach out the most. You know, when it comes to Parfums de Marly, I really like their darker stuff. You know, Carlisle, Leighton Exclusive, Herod, Wajan. Those are like my favorites. I definitely go for the heavier tobacco, boozier kind of Parfums de Marly. I think they do a fantastic job within that genre, those stronger and heavier classifications. When it comes to citrus aromatic ones, not so much. It's a good release. You know, my final thoughts on Sedley, it is a good release, not great. Like I said, from all the ones that I've ever tried, which I've tried the whole line, this definitely sits in the background for me. So to sum it up, what I get from the scent, this is a citrus aromatic that starts off fruity, citrus crisp, with an herbal green heart and an ambroxan woodsy dry down. One more thing, performance with Sedley was not very strong on my skin. It was definitely average or below average. I mean, I do spray my clothes, so I'll get 4 to 5 hours. If I just spray my skin, which I do actually a lot of times just so I can test the fragrance, and I actually wore this to the gym a couple of times, and on my skin, it gave me about 2 to 3 hours. Spray my clothes, I got 4 to 5. So definitely not as strong as I would like or expect with a fragrance of this magnitude. I think the scent character and profile of Sedley can be androgynous, but I think it definitely leans more masculine for sure. So those are my thoughts on a new release, a 2019 release, Sedley from Parfums de Marly. Please guys, comment down below. Let me know if you guys have tried the new Parfums de Marly Sedley. And of course, let me know what your thoughts are on this fragrance. And please let me know also your favorite, your top 3, your top 5 favorite Parfums de Marly so far. And by the way guys, I heard through the grapevine that there is a new release coming out this October of 2019. It's supposed to be a really nice, dark and deep oriental woody fragrance, a spicy woody fragrance that they're putting out together. It's supposed to be like a red bottle, I think, with a gold cap. I can't wait to check that out and review it for you guys, which brings me to my next point, guys. If you guys want to always be in tune with what's happening in the fragrance world, be sure to turn on your notification bell icon. That way you'll never miss out on future videos just like this. Ladies and gents, that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, remember, fragrance is emotion in motion, so wear what truly moves you. I'll catch you guys real soon.